I'm a fashion designer. This is the preview of Spring-Summer 2014, and what you see here is my new collection based on a little story of a woman who is traveling, and there are a lot of references to exotic foreign countries. So you see here the animal print, but with very fresh colors. I like fashion because I believe that a woman can play different parts in her life, and she can dress like however she wants to, and this gives incredible possibilities. So it's just like endless creativity for me. That's why I like fashion so much.
Yes, my name is Louise Lecomte and I'm a Brussels-based accessory designer. I designed the shield bag. So it's a leather bag that was made of a real copper shield that I bought on a flea market, and I made two molds that allowed me to mold the leather and make a replica of the copper shield. And the idea behind it was that when you hold your bag, you know, especially if it's an it bag, you hold it a bit like you would hold a shield with the coats of arms of the king, or it's the idea of allegiance that really struck me, and I thought the parallel was interesting to make.
Hi, I'm Isabel, and I work for the fashion designer Pierre-Antoine Vettorello. He's now in business for 2 years. Yeah, so for this collection, this is a winter collection. He was inspired by video game and movie heroines, in fact, but contemporary heroines like Nicki Minaj, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga also requested a piece, of which we're really proud, and he wants to present hybrids of woman and arms, which represents a woman who's really revendicating her freedom, who's fighting to exist.
That's perfect.
Hello, my name is Marie Artamanov.
And my name is Alexandra Sebay.
So, this collection is our second collection. It's Fall-Winter 13, and it's about battlefields, weapons, and armor. Sorry.
No, it's good.
It's really straight and
Architectural.
Like we really like exacerbated shoulders,
And we love a lot of research with on the pattern for the collection.
so we make our patterns. So all the prints are made by us. Because Alexandra, she's also a graphic designer, and I am a jewelry designer. So we joined forces and we made Armacutis. I'm a jewelry designer probably because my grandmother was a sort of jewelry designer, and when I was a child, I could see her work, and she was a kind of fashion designer also, and I'm sure she is my inspiration.
It's my mother she gave me le chic en français because it's a real woman mother and just comment dire and it's a lot of time is very big shoes and beautiful dress, and the first time she wearing the Mugler perfume, and I had a little book with a drawing of Thierry Mugler, and I see that it's very strange architecture, and it's my passion.
I'm Marguerite. I'm the daughter of Annemie Verbeek, a Brussels-based fashion designer. So
Anne Beek inspired herself for this collection of colors. The mix between colors, textures, material, shapes. She specialized in knitwear, and she likes to offer collection that fits to different kind of bodies, morphologies, and she grants also a lot of importance to details and finishing.
My name is Celine, and I'm a jewelry designer. I'm Belgian. I live between Brussels and Jaipur in India, and I spend a lot of time in India because I'm looking for stones, specific stones, unique stones, and I work also there. I have my workshop in Jaipur, and I work with semi-precious and precious stones, and also mixed with gold, yellow gold and pink gold. My inspiration comes from the nature, and I like when things are very thin and delicate, and for me it's very important. I have the sense of the detail, and my universe is more romantic and feminine.
Okay, I'm Cleo Goldbrenner. I'm 27 years old. I'm a Belgian designer, and I've launched my collection about 2.5 years ago. My inspiration, in fact, the collection is of the name. It's my name. It's Cleo Goldbrenner, and Cleo, it's the name of a muse in the Greek mythology. So each collection of my bags have the name of a muse of the Greek mythology. And in fact, I want to have really an identity on my bags. And as I really like jewelry, thin jewelry in gold, I've decided to put on all my bags a gold mesh. And this is really an identity, because I don't like really big logos, something like that. But I want, when a woman is walking in the street, that people recognize the brand. And in Belgium, the brand is becoming very well known and is growing very fast. So now when you walk in the city of Brussels or Antwerp, you can see women with this, you know that it's from my brand.
I'm Erika Silebix from Christ, and I'm Justine de Moriamé from Christ too. Young Belgian brand. We started a year ago. So this is our first collection, and now we are presenting our second collection, which will be presented in Paris in September. Our inspiration for this first collection was the confrontation between the hippie culture and the Catholic culture. So we worked it in the cuts as well as in the prints, which are very important for us in the collection.
Hello, my name is Joya Sigues. I'm a fashion designer here in Brussels. Yes, so these are both one of my silhouettes from my last collection, my graduate collection, and I was inspired by the Arctic world, like all the contrast with cold and the ice, and also from the abbess, you know, like the nuns, and it was also inspiring me, like the idea of something really far and that can't be reachable. So this is really what really inspired me, and I wanted to really work the lace, try to a new technique. And so here, for example, I wanted to contrast it like with the œillet here all over, so the dress is really heavy, really more heavy, and also here it's with all little pieces that I stitch all together, and to have also here like more transparency to see the cover under, and here I use like a big belt to have a contrast also again with the lace, and So yes, it was about really contrast, and also I worked with only black and white, long dresses, and yes, that's it.
I'm making bags from recycled materials, second-hand leather jackets, and I do that for 10 years. I began that 10 years ago, and why I began that, I can't say. My inspiration is the cloth by itself. I'm inspired by the buttonholes, the pockets, you know, it's a tailor thing. I'm a bit crazy about tailoring.
Hello, I'm Manuel Fauconnier and I'm representing Jean-Paul Espagnard, the fashion designer. And he created the collection about old fashion women, about Holland, I think, yes, and motorbiker. So this is a mix between the two inspirations. So you can see very typical clothes, like this pants. Like un pli, and so for the inspiration of motorbiker, you can see a small blouson, a small coat like this with both clothes.
My name is Alice Knackfuss. I have a label called Knackfuss and I'm based in Brussels. My fall-winter collection that will be in stores from end of September on. And yes, well, the inspiration was dystopia, utopia, Blade Runner, fractal geometry, and yeah, what motivated me? Yeah, my mother was a costume tailor, and so somehow I was in fashion all my life without choosing it. And yes, well, with 17 I started to learn costume tailor as well, and then yeah, I decided to go for my own stuff because it wasn't creative enough for me. And yeah, and since I'm 17, I'm like in fashion. I really like it. I think that's the only thing I want to do, but it's like kind of intuitive, and it's not like, well, I did fashion because of this and this and this. It just came to me somehow, and it's what I love to do.